My dad had this rule in our house. You have to pick something and you have to be great at it.
There is a common thread with athletes. Once they're done competing, sales is just the next step.
I'm seeing my friends make these big checks. So I get into Vivint Smart Home. I was bad. First week, I don't think I sold anything.
The life you're living now is what you were praying for a year ago.
If you ever let off the gas, you're going way back.
Life is a pitch. It's simply that. It is a pitch, and it is fun. Let's make sure that you're being sold what you want and you're selling what you actually want to sell. I really just love selling. It's the easiest thing on the planet if you believe in yourself. Let's buckle up. By the way, my name's JL. This is Sell Anything.
Welcome to the Sell Anything podcast. I'm your host, JL. I am here with Quinn Fabrizio.
Perfect.
There we go now.
Nailed it.
So, Quinn is a man after my own heart. He's been in the fitness game for a long time. He's knocked doors for a long time. He's got a beautiful wife. He's got a baby. He's got a lot going, and we're happy to have you on the show. So, Quinn, tell us who you are, dude.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Let's start back, I guess, with me. How far do you want to go back, man?
Well,
with my
so
story?
I've seen on your stories,
Yeah.
you've got a jersey behind you in some of
Yeah.
the stuff that's you played for the U. I didn't know that.
Yep.
So let's maybe start there because there's
Okay.
a lot of young dudes on here, a lot
Yeah.
of which are athletes.
Totally. So kind of going back to my story, man, something that people don't really know about me is I actually moved to Georgia when I was very young.
Get out of here. What part?
Ackworth.
Oh, where's that?
Marietta. Kind of north of Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
So about 45 minutes or so.
Okay.
And I was there for 10 years. So I lived in Georgia, kind of was raised there till I was about 13, then moved back to Utah.
Okay.
And from there, I obviously like getting into like college, right? And football. I know you asked me about that. In high school, I was the guy that just wanted to be successful so bad.
Okay.
I just wanted a scholarship. My dad,
What high school did you go to?
so I went to Alta High School in Sandy.
Okay. Are you Jaden's age? Jaden Johnson? Are you guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
he's a year older than me.
Okay, cool. So you guys played together.
We did, yep.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Love Jaden.
He's a stud.
So I went there and my dad had this rule in our house. Like I have 3 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And his rule was you have to pick something and you have to be great at it. You have to do it all out.
Okay.
He's like, I don't care if you play the piano. I don't care if you sing.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a swimmer,
Yeah.
basketball player. He let me choose, right?
Right.
But he said you do your best. You have to be great at it.
Yeah.
And so I always had that in the back of my head, and I gravitated to football. I think I just had a little bit of, I guess, talent, you could call it,
Yeah.
and I was good at it. So
Yeah.
I went all in on that,
I
and,
love
and
it.
my wife actually makes fun of me. She's like, you were the most boring high school kid ever. And she didn't even go to high school with me, but
Yeah.
just from the stories, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to be successful.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a scholarship. And so I spent most of my time in high school just lifting, working hard, just putting in extra hours, and, ended up getting scholarships. My sophomore year, I got my first scholarship
So cool.
to Utah State.
So you had an offer by the time you were a sophomore.
Yeah.
Wild. From
Yeah,
a 5A
sophomore
school.
year. Yeah. D1 school. Yep.
Why? Well, Alta's 5A, right, in high
Yeah.
school. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that's
we were 5 school.
awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and I was excited about it, but it just drove me to want to go further. And my dad pushed me, man. He always saw bigger.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not good enough.
Okay.
That there's bigger things out there kind
Yeah.
of. And I'm grateful for it now because I just kept wanting more and it kept pushing me.
Mm-hmm.
But his thing was, we're from Georgia.
Yeah.
We want to get Georgia.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Here we
We
go.
want to get Nick Saban.
Okay.
We want to
Yeah.
get Alabama. I'm
We want
"Dad,
SEC
I don't-
stuff, bro."
I don't know
Yeah.
if I can do that.
Pac-12's not good enough. Okay.
I'm like, you're out of your mind. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
he just thought big, man. And,
Yeah.
and it pushed me big time.
Right.
And I just kept working hard. And, going into my junior year, I ended up having 10 plus offers from Pac-12 schools. And
Really?
they were just coming in. They
Junior
were just
year?
coming in every other week. It was
Wild,
crazy.
bro. What position did you play?
So I was playing safety at the time.
Okay.
In high school, I was a strong safety. So they would I would play deep, but they would also bring me up in the box because I could tackle. I was fast.
Yeah.
So that was the position I was playing. Most of them were recruiting me as a safety.
Yeah.
But they saw that I could come in the box, so they're like, he could be an outside linebacker, you know, vice versa. So it was awesome, man. I was excited. You know, with that came a lot of things, right? I mean, kids were kind of jealous. You know, you have the whole like, oh, this guy thinks he's
God's gift.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I just kept working, man. People had no idea that I was getting up before school. I was working out, and then I would go work with John Madsen after school.
Yeah.
Every day.
Wild, dude.
And they just had no idea like what was going on behind the scenes.
Wild.
I didn't have time to celebrate. I was working.
Yeah.
You know, and from that I learned a lot. But going into, you know, junior year in the off season, going into my senior year, I tore my ACL.
Oh, geez.
And kind of went on that dang. Like,
yeah. Now what?
Just what the heck happened? You
Yeah.
know, the highs and then to the lowest of lows.
Right.
And from there, I was like, man, I can't even work out. I lost all the weight I gained. Like all the hard work felt like just gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Jeez.
And from there, man, I still had all my offers and whatnot, but going into my senior year, I just never quite got back to where I needed to be. I had like an ankle injury, high ankle sprain. I had like a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Never really got to play my senior year very much, maybe one or two games.
Yeah.
And it was a big downfall, man. I
bet,
dang,
dude.
Like,
your whole identity was wrapped up in this.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like this big senior year, you know, and just came crumbling down. Very humbling experience, you know, and you know, taught me a lot about, you know, you can only control what you can control, and you know, from that point on, like, you know, obviously I chose to go to the University of Utah, and you know, after I served a mission for my church, so I went on a LDS mission.
Where'd you go?
For 2 years, Minnesota.
Nice.
Minneapolis.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Freezing cold.
Yeah, I served in Siberia, so I get the cold. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell people 40 below, and they're like, that's not possible.
It's a real thing, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It is. And
people.
like you get outside and your nose freezes and you're like, yeah, dude, it's a real thing.
Yeah. So served a mission there, and 4 months into my mission, I tear my ACL playing basketball.
Same one?
Blow out the same knee.
Holy Hannah, dude.
Same knee. Mortified at this point.
Right.
Completely down, man. Like,
yeah,
the lowest point in my life at that point.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
You know, like, am I supposed to play football? Like, I'm starting to have, you know, just all sorts of things. Do I even finish my mission?
Yeah.
Because they had to fly me home.
Get surgery.
Had to get surgery.
Yeah.
And I mean, I questioned everything at that point.
Oh, 100%. Everything. Because you think you're doing everything you should be doing.
Correct.
Well, everything you've been taught to do, and it's not working.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's talk comeback. What happened?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm like, do I stay home? Just, you know, not go on a mission and just go play football? Or what do I do, you know?
Right.
And one of the things that my dad told me, you know, and my mom before I left was, you know, if you go on a mission, if you choose to go, you can't come home until you finish.
Fair, dude.
So that was my, like, and they kept to that. They're like, hey, you got to finish. Yeah. And so I ended up going back, you know, healing up, pretty quick heal up, maybe 4 or 5 months, and I was back on my mission.
Huge, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hard time for sure. Definitely, you know, a trying time.
So did you keep wearing the tag during recovery, or did you get released and then reset apart?
Yeah, released, reset apart, started over. Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know that, so a mission is very common in our culture. We're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and basically from the age of 18 to 20, or any time after you turn 18 up into your mid-20s or so, you can opt in to go and serve a mission and teach wherever the church says, hey, you're going to go to Minnesota. I went to Siberia, to Novosibirsk, Russia. We've had a lot of other guests on that have gone to different places across the world. My son's in Argentina right now. But you go out and you teach the gospel of Jesus Christ, and the restoration of the gospel that is in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so that's the context behind it. Is a 2-year thing. and you completely forget yourself, and I lovingly and respectfully say this, you sell Jesus. That's literally what you do. And you help people come unto him. So that's a mission. So you go back out, and then what happens?
Yeah, so I go back out, and for me, like, I'll be honest, like, I maybe wasn't the best missionary when I first went out. I wasn't fully committed. I had issues. I just had issues because I was thinking so much about football.
Right, dude, I get it.
I was like excited to go play.
Yeah.
And it's
You've
like,
worked
oh,
your
just
whole
go
life
on a
for it.
mission.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Right.
I don't know, it was harder than I anticipated, like giving that up and like refocusing.
Yeah, I bet.
Just giving and like you said, talking about Jesus all the time.
Yeah.
So it was good because I had to recommit. And the time that I came back, I really was fully committed and there and present.
So cool.
So it was a blessing in disguise.
Absolutely.
And I came back and finished my mission. It was an amazing experience. And from there, man, I came home and I needed a year to get back to really recover, man.
Right.
So they redshirted me my first year.
Okay.
So I was on the team. For those that don't know, redshirting, I mean, you're on the team for all of the training and all the things, and then during games, you're not dressing or anything like that.
Did you go on the sideline?
On the sideline, yep.
Okay.
So, that was good because I needed the time to get in shape, to get back to myself and whatnot with my two knee ACL injuries, right?
No kidding.
So during that time, I was learning the playbook, learning everything that I needed to, and it just never felt quite right, and I never could admit it to myself.
Yeah.
Because it was my dream and what I wanted to do. So I ended up, just kept pushing, kept trying, kept giving it my all and everything that I did. But
yeah,
I was there for 3 seasons, so 3 years.
Yeah.
And that second year, I was just still couldn't get healthy. I mean, they had this thing at the University of Utah. It was called the pit.
Okay.
And if you can imagine a pit.
Yeah.
Pit is not a fun place to be.
No.
So it was where the injured guys went.
Yeah.
And they would make it so miserable that you would want to be healthy again.
Really?
Correct.
So there's no baby and you're like, hey, here's your water. It's
No.
like, no, dude.
No, you'd go to a different section of the field.
Yeah.
And they would just put you through like hell during practice. Like you would be lifting rocks.
You're like, I'm
You'd
hurt.
be bear crawling. Yeah. If you had an injury with your leg, you had to curl rocks for like an hour and a half. Like, it was
What?
crazy. Yeah. In the heat. It's
Yeah.
like it's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
You're on the turf.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
Right.
And I just could not get my knee to feel right. Like it just, every time I'd go through a lift, I'd make it through the lift and then I couldn't make it through practice after because my knee was just flared up.
Yeah.
Just in pain. I was taking 10 or so ibuprofen a practice.
Jeez, man. Yeah.
Probably not good.
No, probably not good.
Not healthy. Anyways, I suffered through, man, for 3 years, essentially, like on the practice squad, I mean, they gave me chances, but I just, on special teams, like, hey, are you good? Like, could you go out this week? And I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I got to be real with you, man. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could make it down.
Yeah.
So it was rough, man. And I was trying things. My dad was getting me different trainers. I actually flew out in an off season to California to get my knee right.
Yeah.
Just couldn't figure it out, man. Couldn't
Wild,
figure it
dude.
out. Yeah.
Wild.
So after the 3rd year, I'm like, this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
This isn't going anywhere. I don't see any progress in the future. I'm just suffering through like
The
fall
pit.
camp,
Yeah.
the pit. Like I'm going through all the worst things and then not playing in the games.
Dang, dude. I'm doing all the work, no reward.
Correct.
Right.
For 3 seasons, and I couldn't take it any longer. I'm like, I don't see myself even playing because the coaches asked me if I can play, but I can't even tell them yes.
Right.
So I essentially go into Coach Witt's office, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this anymore. Like, I got to move on.
Yeah.
And we have that conversation, and he kind of agreed, like, if you can't get back, then what's the point?
Right.
Anyway, so I even talked to him about possibly transferring and stuff like that because part of me was like, maybe I just need a fresh start.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, it's not even about that, though. It's about my knee. So
Yeah.
I just decided to hang it up. I had a second there where I was going to transfer.
Yeah.
potentially BYU or another school, but it just wasn't about that for me.
You just weren't feeling it anymore.
Correct. Yeah, and I
So
just kind of
wild.
lost the passion. And
Yeah.
just too long being in the pit, man.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, it was bad. It was rough.
Gosh, man. I think I remember John telling a story. Maybe it was, I don't remember where, but when he broke his leg, right?
Yeah.
He was like, dude, they're not nice to you.
No.
They're just, you got to get better quick.
Yep.
So, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, now I've heard it twice.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, no, that their philosophy is if they make the pit worse than practice, it would make more sense to want to be healthy to practice. if you
Jeez,
can.
man. It's a valid philosophy.
Yeah.
Very
And
fear-based, but
It
valid.
made sense as long as you weren't hurt, actually.
Right.
You know?
Jeez, man.
So
Well, okay. So that is, I was not anticipating that. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
So that was my stint, man, at Utah. I mean, it was not what I thought it was going to be. Didn't ever really make an impact or anything like I thought I was. And
Yeah.
got to meet some awesome guys. I mean, loved my experience there. Coach Witt, I learned so much from him.
He seemed
his
like a really good
leadership.
dude, man.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach Scally, they're all great. You know, they know what they're doing. They're very driven. You know, I learned hard work, discipline. I'm up at 5 a.m. every day. Doesn't matter.
But you were
Off-season.
already doing that anyways in high school.
Correct.
So it was like an easy transition for you.
Totally.
So missionary work is probably a vacation for you.
Absolutely. You know, and I've always been good at that. Just
Right.
waking up early and going,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so honestly, I would say Utah was the hardest out of the three, you know, in terms of like waking up and 100%.
That's a good perspective because,
Yeah.
dude, that's wild, man. So your work ethic is unstoppable.
I've just gone through some hard things, with that for sure, and been around, you know, I guess college football where, you know, it's the level is very high. I guess the bar and you know
The standards there.
Totally.
I love it, dude.
So it was awesome.
And so, what years were you there?
Yeah, so I was there from 2017 to 2020.
Okay.
Yep.
2017, 2020.
Yeah. Just to give you some perspective, I roomed with like Britt Covey.
Oh, yeah.
Ali'i, you know, and a couple of those guys. And then, you know, Keaton Bills was also a roommate of mine.
Okay.
Preston Pitt.
Okay.
And then Zach Moss was there when I was there.
Yeah.
There was like 15 guys that went to the NFL in that time. Chase Hansen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, I've always been a BYU fan, so I've always like shunned Utah. But you know how it is in Utah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I can appreciate it because it is such a level of discipline.
Totally.
Such a level.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
it's intense.
and so from there to door then.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man.
So where does Sydney enter the conversation? Where are we at here?
Sid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get done with football and I'm seeing my friends make these big checks
Yeah.
with the door-to-door. You know, door-to-door people, they're pretty loud
Yeah, dude.
about it.
And even if they don't make big checks, they bought a car like they did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone's making all this money. And I'm
Right.
like, wow, okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's see what's going on. So I get in to Vivint Smart Home
Yeah.
with some of my buddies and they're just like, hey, come do blitzes.
Yeah. That's where
Right.
I started. Exactly
Cool.
that way.
Yeah. You know that. You go, for them, we would go for a week,
Yeah.
two times a month maybe.
Yep.
And we would just hit a market for a week and then we would come home and
Just make some money.
make some money and get out.
Yeah. It's a thing, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I was bad.
Okay.
First week, I don't think I sold anything.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be deflating a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I'm not very good at sales. This is not what I thought it was. These big checks aren't coming in.
Yeah.
And I just kept going. I didn't know anything. I'm like, hey, I guess eventually I'll make some money, but right now I'm not.
Right.
And after I got my first one, it just started to click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Okay. I did it.
Yeah.
I know I can do it again.
What region or division were you in?
Yeah,
Who was your regional?
I don't even remember the exact region. But Nick Pass was the guy that was kind of over me.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what it was called.
Wild,
to be
dude.
honest.
That's fun.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't do it super long.
Yeah. Because you jumped into solar.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
solar, in my opinion, for all of you door-to-door guys, solar is the hardest thing on the planet. Like smart homes, dude, that's easy. Let's go get
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 a day. That's so easy.
Yeah.
5-year contract, $100 a month, not a big deal. All day, every day.
True.
Solar, I don't have the attention span to go through the site survey and like the roof and
Yeah.
like, no, dude, just
Yeah, it's long.
pay me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long sales cycle.
Yeah, it really
That's
is.
exactly the difference, I would say.
Yeah.
So I went in for a summer with solar. I got sold on the opportunity of solar, and one of my buddies, his name was Cole Jacobs.
Okay.
He's like, dude, solar's the move. I switched from whatever he was doing to solar, and
Yeah.
he's like, everyone's making the move.
They make money. You guys make money if you can write it out.
Yeah. So I did a summer there. We were in Vegas.
Whew.
And yeah, yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It's so hot. And everybody's, Vegas gets knocked so much.
Yeah.
So what was your pitch? How'd you break through all the noise?
Yeah, I had no idea about any of this, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know, oh, this is like a knocked out market or
Yeah.
anything like that.
That's where everybody goes on a blitz.
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't go blitz, dude. They knock for an hour and then they're like, let's go to the casino.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, it's
So
what
I
happens.
get there, and these guys would go to Correlation, and then they're on the strip hanging out.
Every time.
I'm like, what
Suckers.
in the world?
Yeah. You're like, you're
I'm
not
out here to
making
make-
money there?
I'm out here to make money.
Right.
Like, that is it.
Yeah.
So I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
I just went and knocked and set appointments for these closers to close them.
Then you're like, hey, can you come off the strip for a minute and close what I just like worked
Yeah,
hard
exactly.
to get?
Some of the closers, I'm like, dude, come close this thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, it went well.
Good.
It actually went well. You know, I was setting at the beginning, and you know, the checks are just a little bit bigger. The sales cycle's longer,
Right.
for sure. And it did take a second to get used to that, but I enjoyed it more.
Cool.
So I'm like, let's
I'm
go.
doing that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go with solar.
I
So,
like it, dude. Very cool. And so then when we met, so William Lamb, I think, was our third episode of this. Will came
Oh, cool.
on Sell Anything. So that's our common thread. That's how, when they put you on the schedule, I was like, oh, dude, Quinn's a stud. This will be exciting.
Yeah.
So how did you get introduced to Will and Upgrade through John, or how did that all come about?
Yeah. So what happened is, so I did the summer solar, went well, made some decent money,
Right.
you know, and was like excited about it. And I actually moved into market,
Okay.
moved to Vegas, said I'm going all in.
Hey-o. All right.
And
Were you a closer by that point?
I was a closer, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I started closing and setting and closing my own stuff,
Yeah.
and you know, was great.
Work ethic,
I
man.
don't know. I just had this mentality like,
got a
why wouldn't
work
I
ethic,
work
dude.
all the time?
I agree.
Why
If-
would I go home after this?
If we're here
Yeah.
and this is how I make my money, why
Yeah.
don't I just go knock a door?
Correct.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
So I had that mentality. There was a couple guys that stayed out. My lease was up, and then I just bought another lease
Yeah.
for an apartment, some random place in Henderson,
Yeah.
and I just kept working. And then from there, so how Sydney comes into picture, we met back in college. So I was home for my mission. I was at the University of Utah. She was going to UVU.
Mm-hmm.
Mutual friends, you know, we just were hanging
She's tall
out.
too, dude.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have D1 babies, man.
I hope so. I'm training him for that.
I like it.
Yeah. So we met that way,
Yeah.
and she drops the ball on me and says that she's going on a mission.
I'm like, well, see you later.
I'm like, exactly. She's like, why didn't we date sooner? I'm like, well, I heard you were going on a mission. So I didn't want to go on a date.
Yeah.
And I was pretty stubborn with it, but we hung out enough times to where I'm like,
I like
I
this
gotta
chick.
just ask her out one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for fun,
Yeah.
because she's leaving
Sure.
and it's not going to go anywhere.
Right.
I asked her
All the stuff you're telling yourself. Yeah.
all this stuff I'm telling myself.
Okay.
I asked her to a jazz game. Long story short, man, I go on one date with this girl and I fall completely in love with her
Game over.
in one date. It was wild. I'm like, yeah, it just went so well. I asked her out like 3 or 4 times right after that.
Yeah.
You know, and
Did she say yes every time?
she did say yes every time.
Okay, so she wasn't like, "Boy, dude, I'm going on a mission."
No.
Yeah.
No, she's been wondering why I hadn't asked her out earlier.
She's like, "Where you at, bro?
Yeah.
Step up."
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, obviously she's going on a mission, so that's why I don't want to ask her out, but she doesn't
Right.
know that. So anyways, I finally ask her out. It goes well, and she was just different, just the way she acted, the way she held herself. She was just a unique individual.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to marry someone like her. You know, I want to marry her.
Yeah.
And I fell hard and fast, and I'm like, this is not good. This is not good for me. But yeah, she's like, I'm going to go on a mission no matter what. So
You're like, can I
tried
come?
talking her out of it.
Like, can we like be like a senior couple? Like,
Yeah, exactly. We can go later. But she went on a mission, and we wrote the entire time. I waited for her.
Apparently,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Waited for her, wrote her the whole time, and didn't date.
You didn't date anybody.
No.
You're like a workhorse, man.
Yeah.
You're a focused dude.
Yeah, it was hard at the beginning. At the beginning, I was like, I'm going to date, and I was kind of like dabbling with it, but she kind of gave me that, hey, you know, we got to decide if we're going to be a thing after this, then that's fine. But
Yeah.
and I was like, she kind of gave me a pullback, super hard pullback. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to date. You know, I want you, you know, and that's how it started with us. And so when she got home, we got married very quick.
Really?
Very quick, yeah.
So
Within
cool.
4 months of her being
That
home.
is quick. Dude.
Yeah.
That is super quick.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
She went to California,
Okay.
Yeah.
Which mission?
Newport Beach.
It's fitting for
She
her.
went on a vacation.
That's fitting for her. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's wild, man. That's a cool story. So then because I met you guys at the same time. You guys were at the Upgrade event.
Correct. So then so after my summer, I worked out there, and me and Sydney were dating, and then, you know, we ended up, you know, getting married and whatnot. And then we were out for the summer in Austin, Texas. I was running a sales team.
Okay.
A solar sales team out there.
Austin is also hot, dude. I've
Yeah,
knocked them both.
humid.
It's so hot.
Humid, man. Yeah.
I went actually 1 year from Georgia. No, where was it? I was in Ohio that year to do the extension in Austin. And it was literally September. And I was like, this is miserable.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine how it was in the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worse than Vegas, I think.
Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
So
Yeah.
that is where we got in with Will, and I
Okay.
started kind of dabbling in there. I actually had taken a beginner course of Will's a while back, kind of when I was getting into door to door for the first time. It was just a little starter course.
Yeah.
And so I had been kind of studying Will throughout this.
Right.
And in Austin, we were kind of pitching an opportunity with John and Will.
Okay.
For those that know John, he runs like a Supra Human, a fitness company.
John was the fifth one on the show.
Yeah.
So he's been on the show too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So those two were actually working together at the time.
Yeah.
And they presented kind of an opportunity where we could get some coaching to start our own fitness business and also get some training from Will.
7. Wasn't that mastermind called 7?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
7. You remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were like, man, let's do it. You know, I want to start my own business and all of that. And and I had kind of been talking to Sydney about starting our own business while I was doing solar.
Right.
And so we had kind of started something. It was called Fabrizio Fit at the time.
I remember that. Yeah.
And we were both kind of working on that while I was out selling, which was hard to kind of focus on both because I'm out selling all day pretty much.
Right.
But anyways, that's how we got into Will, and that's where that started with Upgrade. And we obviously went to an event in Scottsdale, got to meet you and really rewire my brain to a
Completely,
whole
dude. Yeah. It's such
mind blown.
the biggest limitations are the things we've never considered.
Yes.
100%, dude. So the show that just aired this morning is with Ken. You know, have you met Ken Adams?
Love Ken.
Yeah. So he was on his aired this morning, but like,
Oh man, go listen to that. That'll be some fire.
I agree, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that'll be some fire.
it's so incredible to just look at the programs and loops that are running in your mind and the stories you're telling, and you're like, oh, that's why I'm stuck. Oh, that's how I created this.
Yeah.
Because your words do not describe anything. It defines it. Like the way we speak to ourselves, the way we think, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing. So cool. So now fast forward from meeting at Upgrade X here in Scottsdale,
Yep.
which then you moved down here.
Yeah.
And then what are we doing now? Where are we at?
Yeah. So I moved to Scottsdale mainly because I could still do solar.
Yeah.
And I loved Scottsdale when I visited.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Hot. Also hot.
Also hot, yeah. But I served in Minnesota, so I don't like
40.
the cold. So I'll do anything but cold.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And we moved out here, obviously for solar reasons, and I could still do that, and also just start that business and kind of keep growing that and be around other people that are like-minded, like Will,
Right.
that just have that abundance mentality of
Everywhere.
you can do whatever you want, right?
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at now. Now I'm on a high ticket fitness offer.
Okay.
That I'm actually, selling virtually right now.
Okay.
And selling packages for a company called Body Smart.
Okay.
And yeah, man, it's been great.
Going well?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And do they just feed you leads, or how does that? That's huge.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fill your calendar, and
You just show up.
yeah, that was the one thing that I liked when I had a kid, right? I got a kid now, and
Did I get it? Yeah.
just being able to jump on Zoom and knock it out and not have to drive around.
And not have to go knock.
Correct.
Yeah. Because, dude, knocking is, I think everybody should knock at least one or two or 7 summer. I don't care how long it takes you to learn the lessons.
learn it.
But like it is a skill set of work ethic and communication and determination and persistence, and that you won't learn doing anything else. It's like an accelerated, holy Hannah, this is life.
Yeah.
Here we go. And the walks of life that you get to interact with, like the people you're like, what are your programs, dude? Who? Okay, cool. Like it's the weird, it's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And it's so weird at the same time. So I think everybody should. But yeah, I didn't start knocking doors until I was 30 because I had failed a business like a champion. And my buddy worked for Vivint. And he was like, dude, one summer, you'll pay off all your debt. And I was like, really? and he's like, dude, one summer. And I was like, all right. And I had 4 kids at the time. And we moved. We hauled everybody across the country to Ohio. And my wife was just a champion. And he wasn't wrong, dude. We crushed it. And then we crushed it again. And then we crushed it again. And then and I was like, this is the easiest thing on the planet, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fun. But it comes to a point where you're like, dude, I'm ready to be done. I got to do something different. So I totally get it.
Yeah, no, I got to that point where I didn't want to knock another door. Yeah, it does get to that point for sure.
Yeah.
Where it's like, man, it's just taxing.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, man, like there were some lows too in there. Sometimes when you tell your story, you're like telling all the good parts. There was some solar years where I did terrible.
Right.
Absolutely terrible. Like some lows, man. Like, where things cancel out. Yeah. It's a 3-4 month
You're banking on a commission
cycle.
thing, and then
you go for the summer and you come home and you're hoping for like these deals to go through, and they all bail. And there were some times where it was scary.
Yeah.
I will say this, like my wife's business, it's called Bride Fit, and obviously we started with Fabrizio Fit. Now she kind of did her own thing. And that carried us for time. There was times where that was truly carrying us, and I felt like I let my family down.
Yeah.
And it was hard.
Yeah.
And it.
But you're a team, and Sid probably didn't think that for 1 second.
Yeah.
She's probably like, positive, I got you, bro.
Yeah. No, and she did. She crushed while I was struggling.
Yeah.
And continued to crush while I was struggling, and that was hard for me. It still is. On my ego and just.
Yeah.
I just want to be the provider, but there were times where I needed that help and with her business and whatnot. So
absolutely, that's I can relate. I understand. Yeah, that's because there was, and this is, I don't think I've ever shared this story publicly ever, but there was during solar. This is like actually why I don't love solar, because the company that I left to after Vivint, we sold everybody's everything. So that's how I actually got into the distributorship that I have now. Is like we sold that. We had campaigns with Amazon, with AT&T, with Vivint, with Vivint Solar, with Solcius. We had and like anything that could be sold, we would sell it. Like and we would find guys to go sell it. And the AT&T campaign we had been running, because I had gotten to the point I was like, well, I don't want to knock anymore, dude.
Yeah.
So I was over a call center of like 50 dudes, and so I'm home every night. I'm coaching my kids, like I'm like a real dad now. Like I'm not like on the road traveling all the time.
Yeah.
I have a real job. Which is also funny when you're on the doors. They're like, get a real job, and you're like, dude, I made more money than you did last week.
Yeah.
Oh,
totally.
And it's like
wild.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But so that's all happening and AT&T pulls the plug. And they're like, no, dude, we're not doing this anymore. So like we had to fire everybody. And luckily I still had a job, but I was like, I got to go back to my roots, and I had to go knock for solar. And things fell through, dude. Deals wouldn't go through. The sales cycle was long. And all of a sudden, turns out if you don't pay your van payment, because like it's just not there, they'd come take your van. Like it's the thing, dude. I got 7 kids, right?
Man.
And so one day I was in California knocking, and my wife called, and she's like, "Where's the van?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm not home. Where?" Like, dude, we hadn't paid attention that we hadn't been paying it, dude. We were paying the mortgage, and we were paying like everything else we thought, and the van just slipped through the cracks, dude.
Yeah.
And luckily, my wife wasn't working, but luckily her parents stepped up, and they're like, "Dude, go get your van out." And they like paid the bill so we could get it back out, and helped us out, which, dude, hurt my ego like a champion.
Yeah.
I totally get it. And but grateful that that's why we have a team, right? Like
Totally.
if I miss the tackle, dude behind me is going to get it.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
It's huge.
No, it's a good point. And we did come together, I guess, as a relationship, but it was hard.
Oh, it's so challenging.
It was rocky, man, for a while.
Right.
You know, with each other, and just money can bring out some interesting things.
It's a magnifier.
With people, yeah.
Yeah.
But we worked through it, man, and it made us stronger for sure. Together.
I love it.
So
I love it. And now you got a little boy.
Yep, he's 14 months now, walking around.
So cool, dude.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's awesome.
So fun. And then so Bride Fit's going well.
Bride Fit is crushing, man. Yeah, it's you'll have to have her on, actually.
I was just thinking that, actually.
Her story, like, you'll have to hear her side and her story, because we started together, and she kind of grew it, and I help as well, like with the operations and just like how to build it, and I've even helped training some of the sales reps that she's bringing on right now. So it's fun because I get it, because I love sales. Like that's my thing,
right?
For sure.
Sales is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I have found that there is a common thread with athletes, especially high-performing athletes. Once they're done competing, sales is just like the next step.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's the same environment. And a lot of it's like, go get it, dude. You got to show up. You got to lift the weight, or you got to make the call. You got to do. And it's an easy transition out of being a high-performing athlete to selling.
Yeah, I totally agree. It translates very well.
Yeah.
And it keeps you motivated, and it's a team environment.
Yeah.
And you're pushing each other, and you're pushing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, always. So
it's fun, dude.
I love it.
So with these high ticket sales, like there's got to be a sales process. I'm curious of what's the sales process when someone comes into your world on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
How do you sell them fitness?
Yeah, so I had to learn a different approach, man, because solar was a lot of qualifying, and you're laughing.
I think I know where this is going, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was a lot of qualifying and almost like you're saving money.
Right.
Kind of a interesting sell versus fitness was
personal. Yeah.
And the biggest thing I learned, so I first sold for a company called Supra Human with John, actually. Yeah. Awesome company. And they taught me, dude, the one call close, like teaching me how to not be a soft man.
Yeah.
And
well, he's bringing in super alpha dudes where it's like, you want to be fat?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to be fat, or do you? And I found that the biggest thing that I learned was the pain, and going so deep in the pain was where the sell was made, not on the things that they would get, or the body even that they would get, or the six pack.
Yep.
Nobody really cares, because they need something so bad right now. Because they've already put it off for 5 years,
right?
10 years, 30 years. So why not put it off for another day?
Yeah.
Another year.
It's a thing, dude.
Yeah. So that was the biggest thing that I learned was like diving deep into the pain.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I start, man. I spend 20 to 30 minutes in the discovery before I even
pitch it,
talk about anything. Yeah. Besides just their issues and.
Yeah, dude, it's spot on, man. We inside of the Sell Anything Academy, or in our little world, we have the pit to peak framework that we use, where it's like you've got to get so clear on, and it's funny that they call it the pit at the U. Like you,
It's fitting.
you tell me what's going on in the pit. Oh, you're sweating when you tie your shoes. Oh, you can't walk up the stairs. Oh, you're embarrassed to take your shirt off. Oh, your wife doesn't want to touch you. Oh, jeez, man. Like, and just make it so painful.
Yeah.
And then start eliciting, well, where do you want to go? Like, why are we even having this call? What do you, and like get that peak so clear that they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then the path from the pit to the peak is your pitch. It's like, well, I have the solution, and it's science, dude. It's like, we're going to hit your targets nutritionally.
Exactly.
You're going to work out 4 times a week, and you're going to be accountable. Like that's it. And then close, done.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
I love it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there's a money back guarantee.
Yeah.
The results are given.
Yeah.
With fitness, at least, right? Obviously, some stuff is a little different, but with fitness, it's science. I mean, there's no reason you wouldn't get the results. It's not necessarily about all that.
Yeah.
It's about, why now? Like, why is this going to be different now?
Right.
And what are you actually ready to commit to yourself
100%.
today? Or are you going to put this off again? Right. And before I even got into the pitch, I'd pretty much get they're in or out.
Yeah.
Then I'll get into the pitch. And I mean, at that point, it's, man, we got the best in the world, like at what we're doing. But
yeah. No, it's true, man. If you can paint the contrast between the pit and the peak so clearly, then they just ask, now what?
The next step.
What's next? And you're like, oh, funny, you should ask. It's $30K.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those are usually the packages, 10 to 30. A lot of it was up front, man. I was collecting 10K at least on the call by the end, 45 minutes to an hour. And I mean, I wasn't very good at it at the beginning either. It was something I had to learn and relearn. I kind of got humbled again. Like I was doing good at solar, and then it's like, get on a new offer and you're at the bottom again.
Yeah. It's true, dude.
I'm like, dang, I don't like this, but it's the best thing for me at the same time. So
absolutely. Anything that can stretch us to grow and to, because the funny thing is, like, the pit to peak framework inside of cells is really just so symbolic of life, dude. It's like, I've heard it said a few times that like the life you're living now is what you were praying for a year ago, right? And so it's like where I'm at now, 5 years from now, will be like the peak I'm at now is the pit of 5 years from now. Does that make sense? So it's solar. Okay, I've rose to the peak. Shoot, now I'm at the bottom. Well, if I want to get here, rise to the peak. Yeah. And it's a constant growth, constant expansion. It's just life is a fun game, dude.
Yeah, no, you're right on. Like there's peaks and valleys in life.
Yeah.
There's peaks and valleys in sales. It's not just always up or not just always down.
Yeah.
But I'm a big sports guy, right? And I always think of Kobe and Michael Jordan and just the way that they lived their life.
Right.
Makes sense because if you ever let off the gas, you're going way back. You're going way backwards. At least that's the way I look at it, No matter, if you're doing really well, you got to keep on the gas. And if you're doing really bad, you got to keep on the gas. And that's what they did, right? So
just all gas.
Yeah.
Just make sure the car's going in the right direction.
That's right.
If we're all gas, let's just make sure we're going in the right direction.
That's right. Be in the right path. But you can't ever put on the brakes because, I really do believe you're either going forward or backwards, right? There's not this neutral.
Yeah, you don't get to stand still for very long. That's true. Well, so Quinn, one thing that we ask everybody is, so the whole idea of sell anything is for people to be sold on themselves. Like you can really sell anything if you really believe in yourself and you believe in what you're selling. So what's one thing, in addition to all the great stuff you've already shared, what's one thing that you could share with the audience that would help them be more fully sold on themselves?
Yeah, for me, I think my answer is, get as fit as possible. That was one of the things that helped me the most in sales. Okay. It doesn't have any correlation to sales necessarily, but when you're so sold on yourself and keeping the commitments to yourself and knowing that your word means everything to you and to everyone that you speak to, you're going to sell people because you believe it 1,000% in yourself and your word, like when you wake up, when you go to the gym, what you do.
Right.
And people that you talk to will fill that with the product that you're selling and just how you portray yourself. Yeah. So that's what I'd say, man.
I love it.
Get in great shape.
It helps. Confidence goes through the roof when you like what you see in the mirror. I agree 100%. That's beautiful. Well, dude, thank you for coming on the show, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man.